We challenged you guys to a 1 billion GP speedrun challenge. Who can get the fastest kill count at any boss in the game? The rules are pretty simple. First off, you gotta have 32 total level, just like a brand new account. You can't have started any quests, but you can prepare with items and trading from your main. Help from other accounts is not allowed except for item transfer and using other player-owned houses. Secondly, you've got to do all the damage yourself. Recoils are fine, but Venge Other or using an ult in combat is disqualification. And number 3, no pausing. Once you've started the run, it better be the one. We posted all the rules on the community tab of our YouTube channel, as well as how to submit it to the Discord. And we got lots of comments that this would clearly be a race for the first kill at Crazy Archaeologist. And it looks like you guys were right, because that was the choice of the boss for all of our top 3. But we'll see who's got the real reign of knowledge when they pocket a billion GP. Let's get started. Getting a record speed kill count takes a good bit of patience and even more world hopping. Millie is up first, trying hard to grab the archaeologist to lure it into position. And they have a million ancient essences in the inventory. What do you think that's for?
You belong in a museum.
Uh-oh, that does not look safe to me. But Millie keeps going, and like the old days of Callisto, it comes lurking out of the darkness. Taking 5 damage from 5 hit points with a successful Tiki. That settles it. Pineapple does belong on pizza. A few perfectly timed sips of brew, and Millie's scooping up a super restore at less than 1 minute in. Looks like everything's going to plan. But Jaydez looks like the king of plans. With all 4 beads and an instant start on Imcatcher, he starts pounding down books of knowledge from the Arceus library for magic XP, putting him at 23 magic. His alt account is ready to support, forking over a saturated heart, plenty of runes and food, and some wizard boots for good measure. This is true dedication to the run. He ignored a sandwich lady, rest in peace stale baguette. But with a billion GP on the line, yeah, she made those just for fun. Jaydez hightails it to the archaeologist, and believe it or not, it's in a great spot. He gives it a tag and heads north, hoping to drag it into just the right spot. Which is the same thing Shortdood is doing.
Just waiting for him to be at a good spot, and then we'll start the challenge.
At long last, he sets into motion, tagging the boss and running into place. And he saturates his imbued heart to start off his magic level, before diving into his tombs of knowledge. Now that's a big brain strat. If saturating an imbued heart is big brain, Millie has a galaxy brain. They brought 7 imbued hearts into the wilderness for this challenge. I guess that explains the ancient essence. That's going to be a much bigger boost to their magic level than anyone else got for a bigger starting investment. Sometimes you gotta risk 400 mil to win a bill, right? Then it's onto the Tombs of Knowledge to get that magic level up, finishing at a whopping level 29 magic. It seems like it's time to fight, but then they start dropping Daggenoth bones from their alt account. Since burying bones doesn't interrupt combat, Millie starts burying the bones as fast as possible, which eventually lands them at level 9 prayer, just enough for the Mystic Will prayer. That's going to be a big advantage for more accuracy. Splashing on this boss is pretty common, but going back to Jaydez, we can see that they're right at 2 minutes in, and already fully focused on camping their damage per second. Can that make a difference over a few magic and prayer levels? Maybe, if the boss stays in place. With the timer steadily ticking, Jaydez has to pray in real life that the boss comes back. And by the grace of Guthix, he comes walking right over. A little more fancy footwork and he's AFKing it again, but every second matters. Back over to Shortdood, he is fully reclined. With a few Phoenix necklaces in his inventory, he can tank a big hit or two. And the Brimstone Ring is almost constantly hitting its passive effect. He can crack his knuckles and just hope for the hits. Unless the boss gets a little jumpy. Like that. But it looks like he's good. Oh!
Yeah, stay there. Get back in your place.
He doesn't have much time to waste here, but it slides back into position. Millie's clutching 3 saturated hearts and a dream as the safe spot holds strong. From this point on, all they can do is hope to hit big. Once again, a Brimstone Ring is carrying the magic attacks. After carefully prepping with almost a bill worth of imbued hearts, Millie crosses the finish line at only 5 minutes and 25 seconds. From level 3 to the first boss kill count, that is pretty impressive. But Jaydez is hot on Millie's tail, hoping that his kickstart with the Imp Catcher quest was the winning strat to take home the billion coins. Without any prayers at all, Jaydez finishes his kill at 4 minutes 51 seconds. RNG takes victory over the insane saturated heart strat as Jaydez moves into first place. Now that the archaeologist is actually holding still, Shortdood is focusing his DPS. But again, there's nothing he can do but hope for luck and bite his nails. Just like Jaydez, Shortdood didn't use any money getting his prayer trained. He just sent it. And it paid off. At a final time of 4 minutes and 40 seconds, Shortdood gets 1 kill count at the crazy archaeologist and wins the 1 billion coins. A very well mapped out run indeed. Congratulations to Shortdood. But it is worth noting that this wasn't the fastest submission overall. Millie, the person that took 3rd place, prepped a few dark relics from Chambers of Xeric and even some XP lamps from Scurious. But since other accounts helped in those fights, it was a disqualification. The final time of 3 minutes and 41 seconds was obtained, but since it didn't count, Shortdood will be the victor of the boss speedrun challenge. And as usual, this 1 billion coin prize was funded by the Community Gold Pool, which is almost entirely funded by our old school RuneScape and RuneScape 3 and Deadman mode swapping services. Available with the Discord link in every description of every RuneScape Chronicles video. I hope you'll participate in our next challenge, and thank you to everyone who submitted, and we'll keep crafting up challenges like we're adding air orbs to battle staffs. See you in the next challenge.